Hello, hope all is well. So thought I'd do something just for a bit of fun and science, I guess. And I'm still kind of questioning why I did this to begin with. What happens if you do a capture of a capture of a capture of a capture and keep repeating that process? So I figured I'd do this with the Tonex just because it's the easiest to set up and do in this manner. So I'm using the Tonex One to play the capture, and then I've got a reamp box set up that's reamping and then capturing the capture that's in the Tonex One. However, of course, I still have to do all these captures by hand. Now, as you can imagine, this does take quite a bit of time, so I'd really appreciate it if you could spare a moment to either like, subscribe, leave a comment below, as that really helps the channel out. So in terms of process here, what we're doing is we're using a capture that I made of my VHT Deliverance 60. That's loaded with an Otto Audio IR. And then I'm capturing that using my reamp box that's going through the Tonex One and then back into my DAW to capture that within the Tonex software. And then I'm keep repeating that process. And we're using the fast training method, as I think if we had used the advanced method, I'd still be here well into my 40s. So on to the test. I'll just say, I hope you like Van Halen. So the thing that was happening at the end there was that basically there was no gain anymore, and it was basically getting quieter and quieter to the point where Tonex was asking to raise the volume level for the capture. It wasn't high enough. And I think eventually if I kept doing that process to keep doing the captures, the volume would just keep going further down until, well, who knows what will happen. Well, actually, I kind of have some idea what will happen. Basically, there wouldn't be enough signal, and at some point, it wouldn't do a capture because it would basically say that it's silent, there's not enough level, and the capture would fail, essentially. So thing to note here, and it's not in any way to sort of bash a product, it's just kind of a bit of fun as an experiment. And basically, what I think is happening is that with my setup, in the initial capture, what usually happens is that I have to up the gain a bit on the amp to compensate. And as I wasn't doing that per capture, so every time I was doing a capture, I wasn't trying to compensate and basically perfect the capture. I was just letting it do the capture and then move on to the next one and recapture. These small differences were compounded so that after however amount of resolutions or repetitions that I made, all that gain was gone and I was just left with that clean signal with the volume that was slowly fading away. So it was kind of fun to try out and see what would happen. And yeah, I don't think I'll be doing this again anytime soon. As said, this took quite a bit of time to do, so I'd really appreciate it if you could spare a minute to either leave a like, subscribe, comment below, as it really helps the channel out. In any case, hope to see you in the next video. Take care.